I Impact Radio 102.1 FM, 7 minutes past 7, right here on the station that gives you everything when it comes to information, education, entertainment. We are here 100% to serve you as you would like. Like I always say, we give you the best of radio experience. Welcome to the newspaper review this beautiful Thursday morning. I do hope it's a beautiful one wherever you are listening to me at the moment or wherever you are watching at the moment. And I say watching because yes, we are live on YouTube right now, in case you just want to get to see us, to know what's happening, for you to get to in contact with us. Yes, my people, we are live on YouTube at our Impact 102.1 FM, so you can go watch us live there. We're also live on Facebook at our Impact Radio 102.1 FM. And you also get to be part of the conversation anytime you want, as long as the show is on. And the only way for you to get to do that and be part of the conversation is if you call us up on 0700 1021 1021. Also, for you to be part of the conversation is if you reach us, via WhatsApp or via your regular text message on 0907 224 5018. Also, we are on all your social media handles. That is, we are on X, we are on Twitter. X is Twitter. We are on TikTok, and we are also on Instagram at our Impact 1021 FM. So hey, go follow us up on all social media handles so we can get to relate and you can get to be part of us. Big time. Well, 2 nights ago, we had the revenue mobilization and Allocation and Fiscal Commission, the RMAFC, coming out to say, okay, the Nigerian senators and those in the chamber earn about 1 million naira monthly. And this was everybody was in shock. I was in shock. I don't when I saw the news, and I'm like, okay, this amount, is this what they earn? And some people feel like, okay, yes, if you say this is what they earn, what about the bonuses? If you say this is the basic salary, we are more interested in what are the bonuses, the allowances, everything. If it accumulates, is this what it still gives you? 1 million. And some other persons, even after that came out, a former serving senator of Kaduna State, that's Senator Shehu Sani, still came out to say, while I was sitting as a senator at the 8th assembly, because now this is the 10th assembly we have now, at the 8th assembly, his monthly salary as a senator was 13 million naira. And he can say categorically that he knows for a fact that the 10th Senate is earning 21 million naira monthly. Now, who am I to believe? A sitting senator who was there, who collected the paycheck monthly, but that was at the 8th Senate, and it was 13 million. Are you saying that the Nigerian Senate, after the 8th Senate, moved to the 9th Senate, and now the 10th Senate, then decide to take out 12 million out of their salaries to make it 1 million now? That is a hard nut to swallow. Because I feel like it seems impossible in the Nigerian system that we know for you to say that it came from 13 million down to 1 million now. Seems very, very impossible. I don't know about any other person, but when I hear that and I hear a sitting senator says no, I don't think a former sitting senator that is says no, what I earned was 13 million at my own time, and I know those who are there now earn about 21 million. Then who are we truly to believe? The revenue allocation people or someone who was actually collecting the paycheck? You're welcome to the newspaper review. My name is Uche Okori, and as usual, I won't be alone on this one.
Yes, good morning, Uche. Good morning, citizens. Good morning, Lagosians. And how are you doing this morning?
I'm
Uche?
fine, thank you. I'm good. It's good to see you this morning.
Yeah, it's good to see you as well. This morning, hope you had a great night rest.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yes, so talking about the salaries and all, yesterday we talked about it and the likes, and people were saying that that's just what they want you to see. They don't want you to see the old bonus, because they'll definitely be bonuses. You see wardrobe allowances, security aids allowances, you see food allowances, hospital bills allowances, and these the likes like that. And they were like, why, if you want transparency and accountability, why is everything not shown to us? Why are they just hoarding the real figures, and why is it just 1 million? Because people will say definitely they understand it, they should be earning 1 million. They can't earn less than
1 million. When you see a senator earning 1 million, you should be like, okay, it's normal now.
Yeah, right. So that's so Nigerians are saying, you're not actually telling us the truth. Can you guys break it out to us? What is that? If you want to break it down to us, break it down to us normally, like, with basic salary
in details.
Details, because you just three figures to our face and you want us to be. But yeah, that Nigerians have just they've been clamoring, they've been talking, they've been saying everything they want to say. But yeah, like I said yesterday, we had that headline, and with our analyst yesterday, Mr. Sheso Kwandi, he said it as well. He said that is what they should earn. Nigerians should know, like, that's what they should earn. Like, they cannot earn less than that. But the normal bonuses, we're not saying it. And now that this ex senator, right?
Yeah, said
that when it was in the eighth
Senate, yes,
it was receiving 12 million.
Yeah,
right.
13 million.
That's it. And 8, 9, 10. And in this economy.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Do you understand? So it's really, really, really funny. But hey, they've said what they've said.
Yeah.
Shehu Sani have said what he said.
Yes.
We know what we know. And hopefully someday we will come to a situation whereby what we know and what they say are one of the same thing and not something different.
Exactly.
Let's go back on a short break, and when we come back, we'll be looking into the papers in full. Don't go nowhere. It is the newspaper review right here on impact Radio 102.1 FM. We are your urban lifestyle station.
Join us Mondays to Fridays, 7:05 a.m. for newspaper reviews, headlines, analysis, and comments on your urban lifestyle station. High Impact 102.1 FM.
High cash flash time.
Now money time, oh.
If you not play,
now you lose, oh.
But if you not come win today,
you fit win tomorrow.
Yes, so this na high cash flash where you fit win a wolf money brekete. Just dial *347 *972#. Select your urban station, High Impact 102.1 FM. Then go sama you code where you fit use buy ticket for 500 naira pere. And not forget, say the more you buy ticket, the more chances you get to hammer better money. To play and more to you fit also visit our website for highcashflash.com. Time na money.
Oh yeah, dial *347 *972# to enter the high cash flash.
You see this money?
Last, now we go chop am.
High Cash Flash is powered by Lasho Trading Services Limited and licensed by Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Authority. Not suited for anyone under 18. Play responsibly.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM. For more information, call 0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931. Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Join us Mondays to Fridays, 7:05 a.m. for newspaper reviews, headlines, analysis, and comments on your urban lifestyle station. High Impact 102.1 FM.
16 minutes past 7 a.m. right here on 102.1 FM at Impact Radio. Welcome. It is the newspaper review. In case you are just joining us, the show is just about to get started in full. We're about to look into the papers. But hey, also know that you can be part of the conversation, and the only way for you to do that is as simple as ABC. You can call us up on 0700 1021 1021. I take that one more time, 0700 1021 1021. That's the number for you to call us at, so we can get to hear from you. You can get to share your opinion about things that made headlines, or your opinion about basically the happenings in the country. Also, one way for you to do that is if you reach us via WhatsApp or via your regular text message on 0907 224 50 Remember, we are live on YouTube at iImpact 102.1 FM. We're also live on Facebook at iImpact Radio 102.1 FM. Moving to the papers full time now. This one, we are looking at the Punch first. Yes, we're going with the Punch, and it leads with this one. It says, food crisis. Military deploys troops in Northwest, North Central farms. Farmers Association, it has two writers to that story. That's on page 2 of the Punch newspaper this morning. It has two writers. It says, Farmers Association's Lord Tinubu say move will boost harvest, tackle food insecurity. Deployment will grant farmers access to farms, ensure each free planting season. That is according to the Defense Headquarters. Amazing news. We've always been of the opinion, I think I myself, most Nigerians, and basically most persons you get to hear on TV, on radio, on social media, clamoring about Nigeria being better. One of the major things we say is, the first things we say is basically the fact that insecurity is bedeviling the nation. We know for a fact that it's bedeviling the nation, and we know that it's also a huge reason why we're facing inflation when it comes to food. Food inflation. It's one of the biggest reasons, because we've heard stories, we've seen videos in the Northwest and the Northeast where farmers can't go to their farms no more. You go to Benue State, you see too many IDP camps. People do not farm anymore because they're scared herders will come in to eat their crops. Apart from herders, they're scared bandits will come to kidnap them. They're scared bandits will come to ransack their towns. We've seen places like in Plateau State, in the in different local government, the Mangu local government, especially Mangu local government, where we've seen many people displaced. Their farmlands, ransacked. They can no longer go to their farms, and these are places where Benue State is stacked the full basket. Stack the full basket of the nation. These are places where we depend on food. Basically cheap food, especially. The likes of Jos, potatoes grow there like it's weed. When I mean weed, like unwanted grass, it's always everywhere. These foods are plenty there. The Benue State, I remember the last time the watermelons were there wasting on the roads. These foods are plenty in the north. So when these people can't go to the farms, when these farmers can't go to get food for us, it becomes difficult. And even the places where they even still have access to get to their farms, we still see situations where they complain that there are some state actors on the roads collecting some sort of tax from them, levies, telling them you have to pay this amount before you even go into those farms. You have to pay so amount while you even come out of those farms to make harvest. Before this food even move down south, is another debacle on its own. The bad roads, everything. Some of this food gets spoiled. So when we see on the news now that this administration is moving to make sure that the farmlands are safe, it's a good one. Amazing news. The question now is it going to start immediately, or we'll have to wait and hear another complaints of people saying, we've not seen farming, we still can't get access back to our farms, we still can't do this, we still can't do that, before the DHQ will now say, we know, we were just trying to make sure there's some we need to make sure these things are instant. These are the things that can make Nigerians feel better. Once there's cheap food in the market, a lot of Nigerians will stop complaining. Exactly. So it's important that the government takes this priority as their major thing. Food should be the major priority now. Food, fuel, those should be the priority, because those are the basic things that are moving the nation at the moment. And once those things are being affected on a daily basis, there is no way we can get to where we want to get to. So good move. I think this week, I think this is like one of the best news we've seen on the newspapers this week, in as much as it's not really certain yet. But we keep our fingers crossed, and we hope that this leads to something amazing for the country. Page 2 of the Punch newspaper is where you're going to see that story, so go look at that. We have a huge picture on the Punch newspaper. You want to find out what that picture is all about? Yes, 149 Nigerians repatriated from Niger. So you need to go look at that story on page 27 of the Punch newspaper this morning. You want to go find out why they were repatriated? Go look at the papers. Underneath that story, FG inaugurates panel for Naira-based crude sale. FG inaugurates panel for Naira-based crude sale. Page 19 of the Punch newspaper is where you are going to see that story. Panel after panel after panel. I just hope this goes smoothly. In as much as we are so, interested in the fact that crude oil should be sold in naira, yes, but where are the refineries that are actually going to, buy this crude oil in nairas and start working? Because the last I checked, the one that is supposed to come out in August has been postponed again. So, and Dangote is the only one we know that is a private refinery that actually can get this crude oil. So hopefully this panel leads to quick dispensation of those crude oil being sold in naira. Besides that, Stubby, motorist laments traffic snarl as Julius Baja resumes work on Long Bridge. Page 4 and page 5 is where you are going to find that story. Minor stabs 2 siblings, remanded in Ekiti juvenile home. Minor stabs 2 siblings, remanded in Ekiti juvenile home. Page 15 of page 5 actually of the Punch newspaper is where you are going to see that story. Above the nameplate this morning, it says prices skyrocket as petrol scarcity bites harder. Prices skyrocket as petrol scarcity bites harder. Page 2 is where you go and see that story, and we have a write-up to that particular one. It says marketers blame supply shortage, NNPC keeps mum. It's always sad when we see all this news, because it's still related to this whole crude oil sale, and it's still related to the fact that we do not have a functioning refinery. It's 2024 and Nigeria, the NNPCL, does not have a functioning refinery. I don't know how embarrassing that is.
It is embarrassing.
I don't know how embarrassing that is to them, but to me as a Nigerian, that is embarrassing. We are a oil producing nation. We have 4 refineries that I know of, that we know that does exist, but none of them are working. Malik Shari promised during the Buhari's administration. He actually said it, pop and plain. The 4 refineries were going to work before the end of Buhari's administration. And Malik Shari has given us different promises after that time, not once, not twice, not 3 times. And Mele Kyari is still promising us, and now he has told us August is not going to happen too. I really don't understand. I really do not understand what's making it. And we still saw in the news the last time that 1 trillion has been spent just for the Port Harcourt refinery to get back working. 1 trillion naira. 1 trillion naira in the food crisis is huge. Put 1 trillion naira into electricity, it's huge.
It is.
Honestly, man. Honestly. It's really it's something we're laughing about, but it's annoying, man. And
the most annoying and frustrating thing is the fact that this is actually the 6th time they're actually postponing. I'm like, what? You have to get your preparation. Don't you have, quotes? Don't you have quotations? Don't you have writings that, that by this time, I know that it's ready? And these people that are in charge, people that are planning it, people that are in charge, okay, this is 1 week before the set time or before the set date. What is happening? What is on ground? You should have gotten it ready. You should have, I don't understand why we are actually doing this to ourselves in this country. It's actually not fair, and it is very disheartening, because for the 6th time, the first time you did it, we didn't say anything. Okay, the 2nd time, 3rd time, 4th, 5th, 6th time, I don't think it is actually very fair. And the next time they actually want to do something, I think you should have gotten your preparations ready. You should have added plus and minus. That's why they are miscellaneous, because you know that things will not go as you want it to go. It had something to it. And you feel like, okay, my set date is September 29th. Before you say September 29th or any date, or June 1st, or you should have added the plus or minus, so that 1 week or even 2 weeks before the set date, you're already ready. Because anything can happen between those days, and it's set to go. And I don't know why we do that. I don't know why we do that in this country. I don't know. Even if it's for events or anything, you see people coming, you see people saying it's 4 p.m., you see people starting by 6. Because why do we do that in the country? You see that you're supposed to have gotten this ready at set time. I understand that there will be traffic, there will be this and that, but have you planned ahead? Have you gotten everything you should get? And it starts from the top.
True.
It starts from the top. If the top is not is actually postponing and not getting ready, people wouldn't take it seriously.
True.
People will say, we are used to it now. We are used to it. If truly it's going to start or open or kick off at the set time, Nigerians will be like, they will postpone it again. That is it. I remember when when was it Dangote? He said it, that it was like, we'll look for this month.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
this
yeah.
month, we are still in the month. So
Let's take the move. Let's find out.
Find out. It's
It is what it is, and
is.
it's sad. It's a really,
sad.
really sad situation, and we do hope from 4 to 1 and to nothing still yet. It's a really, really sad one. And when it comes to keeping to time, it has become a Nigerian phenomenon. I remember going to some events to cover events while I was still working as random journalist on the street. The moment the head of the event comes in, the national anthem is sang, whether who is around, who no one cares anymore, because the head of the event is around. That is the chairman of the event. It could be a senator, it could be a city, there could be different people who's going to come, different dignitaries, but the moment the chairman is around, the event starts. So it goes to show that if the head keeps to time, every other person will have no choice. Imagine making me chairman of an event and it's for 4 p.m. and I'm there by 4 p.m. and every other person comes maybe by 6 and they see the event has already gone halfway.
Yes.
They would know that the next time I'm a chairman at an event, they need to be there at 4 because I
Exactly.
will be there at 4.
Exactly.
Okay, finally on the Punch newspaper this morning, it says power tariff, ASU demands reversal of 300% increase. ASU demands reversal of varsity bills which jump by 300%. It is huge. We've always said that schools shouldn't be paying as much as that when it comes to electricity. There should be some sort of subsidy for schools, for varsities. They shouldn't be paying so much for electricity. Finally, EFCC detains Nakon chair, recovers 314,098 Saudi Riyal. Find that story on page 28. That's all on the Punch this morning.
You can call us on 0700-1021-1021, 0700-1021-1021, or you can send us a text message or a WhatsApp message to 0907-224-5018. Talk about any of the story that caught your attention this morning on the front page of the newspaper. I have with me the Vanguard newspaper. The major story on the front page of the Vanguard says hurdles ahead of CNG vehicles rollout. Hurdles ahead of CNG vehicles rollout. That is by investigations. And writers say local mechanics, technicians at sea with technology. Users still unsure of safety. Massive awareness training lacking. Massive awareness training lacking. You can get more details to that particular headline when you read page 30 of that particular newspaper. And beneath that, federal government zero duty grains import terminates December 31. Federal government zero duty grains import terminates December 31. That is by customs. It's a federal government zero duty grains import terminates December 31. Okay, we have taken action against Simon Ekpa's sectionist activities. We have taken action against Simon Ekpa's sectionist activities. This is finished government. Remember this man?
Yeah, I do.
That is in another country
making
and
noise about
dictating for people that are in Nigeria.
It's a funny thing with Simon Ekpa. The truth about Simon, for some persons, is that they see him as how will I put it now, as a pretender, in the sense that they feel like, okay, you just say some things that already existed, because we heard the sit-at-home order has already existed in the southeast, which many persons attribute to the IPOB agitation and all of that. When Simon Ekpa came in after Nnamdi Kanu was locked up, he only just repeats statement like Monday continues as sit at home. It was already there. They had it already. He's just in Finland. I think he tries to. Why most people call him a pretender is because they feel he already saw a wave and he just tries to put his head in there and continue, makes statements, unguarded statements. And I feel this is the right thing, because we're in a country where we say we are one. There shouldn't be some sort of someone who is not here and is trying to create some sort of division, trying to create some sort of chaos in the society, and is resting peacefully in another country.
I want to say that. I want to say that. Too.
Doing things easily, going to get food, going to go out anytime he wants,
Yes.
comes back anytime he wants, and try to dictate for us. So if Finland is ready to do something about it, it's a good move from
It
the
is a
Nigerian
good-
government.
it is
If
a
you
good
want
move.
something, come back home and talk about it.
Exactly. Come and enter the heat and feel how it
Come back
hurts.
home and talk about it. Then
Exactly.
we'll understand that, okay, maybe
You are
you
serious.
know where it pinches us.
Exactly.
But right now, you do not know where it pinches
At
us.
all, at all. So if you are very curious about that, you can read that on page 11 of the newspaper. Let me go to the sports session. It says 2024 Olympics. Frustrated cyclist who borrowed bike in Paris plans to dump Nigeria. Frustrated cyclist who borrowed bike in Paris plans to dump Nigeria. People saw this coming for other athletes too that represented Nigeria, but hopefully we don't have that situation in the
True.
country. It's going to be very, very sad. And above the nameplate, it says anger greets representative speakers withdrawn counter subversion bill. Anger greets reps speakers withdrawn counter subversion bill. I really like to know this to the full story to this particular one. But yeah, you can read it on page 8. Outrage as Senator Somalia says he earns 21 million naira monthly Senate mom. We see what is going on. I thought we are one house. I thought we are unified.
Yeah,
I thought we are unified.
This is another senator now, because it gets to stamp what Shehu Sani is saying. Because
Yeah.
Shehu Sani says, hey, 8 Senate, it was 13 million.
Yes.
And I know for a fact that the 10th Senate is 21 million. And now a sitting senator is saying, hey, my monthly salary is
He
21
said,
million.
well, what are you bringing out? I don't understand. I don't lie.
Do
I am
you
very
understand,
honest. I
sir?
don't want to lie to Nigerians. But yeah, it's a Senate bomb. You can read that on page 8 also of the newspaper. And lastly, on the front page of the Vanguard, it has PMI report indicates slowdown in economic activities for 13 months, says CBN. PMI report indicates a slowdown in economic activities for 13 months, says CBN. And that's all I have on the front page of the newspaper. Vanguard.
Impact Radio 102.1 FM. That is the station you're listening to, and it is the newspaper review. We've taken a look at 2 papers. We've taken a look at the Vanguard News. We've taken a look at the Punch newspaper too this morning. So let's go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll be taking a look at the other 2 papers and get to talk about some of the major headlines this morning. Don't go nowhere. It is our Impact Radio 102.1 FM.
Join us Mondays to Fridays, 7:05 a.m. for newspaper reviews, headlines, analysis, and comments on your urban lifestyle station. Impact 102.1 FM.
It's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
It's about to go down. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
You better be ready to say hello to the cool cash that's about to splash your way. High Cash Splash is gonna make it rain.
What do I do?
Simply dial the USSD code *347*972#. Select the amount of tickets you want to purchase, select your bank, and then you'll get an SMS with 2 payment options. Make payment and you stand a chance to win with just 500 naira. Or visit highcashsplash.com for more details.
Weird.
It's popping up on selected shows on High Impact Radio 1021. So remember, the more you play, the higher your chances of winning cool cash on the High Cash Splash raffle draw.
High Cash Splash is powered by Lasho Trading Services Limited and licensed by Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Authority. Not suited for anyone under 18. Play responsibly.
Turn up the lights.
Why?
Gather around if you got the might.
Because
it's cash out season. Do you know you stand a chance to win up to 50,000 naira?
What?
Yes, you heard me. High Cash Flash is doubling your winnings. 3 lucky winners get 50,000 naira with just 500 naira on the High Cash Flash jackpot draws. Come the 23rd of August 2024. To qualify for this draw, start buying tickets from the 12th of August till the 23rd of August 2024. The more you play, the higher your chances of winning. Just dial *347*972# or click www.highcashflash.com.
High Cash Splash is powered by Lasho Trading Services Limited and licensed by Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Authority. Not suited for anyone under 18. Play responsibly.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM. For more information, call
0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931.
Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Join us Mondays to Fridays, 7:05 a.m. for newspaper reviews, headlines, analysis, and comments on your urban lifestyle station. High Impact 102.1 FM.
High Impact Radio 102.1 FM. It is still the newspaper review right here. In case you are just joining us, yes, we have taken a look at 2 papers and we still have more to look at. But before we go to look at those papers, remember you can be part of the conversation if you call us up on 0700 1021 1021, or you can send us a text message or a WhatsApp message on 0907 224 5018. Talking about messages, we have this one saying, wonderful morning, High Impact. The cost of governance vis-a-vis the outlandish monthly take-home pay of political office holders and top civil servants is where the chunk of our resources go to, thereby depriving other key sectors of resources for development. Nigerian system makes corruption so easy because it provides the meeting point between the tendency and the opportunity to steal. God bless Nigeria. This is for Joseph Eyo from Lambert. Good morning, Joseph. God bless Nigeria indeed. Amen to that. I love whenever there's a prayer.
Yeah.
After saying the truth about the situation of Nigeria. May God bless us,
Amen. No, we need it.
Moving straight to the Guardian newspaper this morning, and it has this one on it. Southwest, 39 dams moribund over poor maintenance. Obsolete equipment. 39 dams moribund over poor maintenance, obsolete equipment. And it has graphics of most of those things, giving you figures of power generation, how powers are generated from the dams and all of that. So in case you want to find out all of these details, you need to go get the Guardian front page for you to know what those things are. Beside that stuff, it says WHO declares monkeypox outbreak a global health emergency. WHO declares monkeypox outbreak a global health emergency. That news is on page 4. Underneath that one, 18 die in 3 road crashes along Lagos Ibadan Expressway. That is a really, really sad news. That is on page 8 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. May God rest their soul. Underneath that story, government begins implementation of zero duty on selected food items. Government begins implementation of zero duty on selected food items. This was still like since Monday, where customs said they were going to start. And on Thursday, we're saying they're implementing. They should have done that since when the president even said it. The moment it came out of the president's mouth, it was supposed to be like, okay, this is an immediate implementation. But here we are. But if it was for for there to be like some sort of tax and and all of that, it's getting in immediately. We have a call this morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm from Ogba.
Okay. Can you say that again? Can you tell me your name again, please? Good morning. Say your name again. I didn't get that, please.
My name is Namdi from Ogba.
Okay, Namdi Oye from Ogba.
Okay.
People could not read my message. What happened?
What did you say? Say that again.
People cannot read my message. What happened?
Oh, we will definitely read your message. We'll get to it immediately, Namdi. We're just intervally, but I will definitely read your message. Okay. Okay. So Namdi, we'll get to your messages as soon as we can. Once we get to see those messages, and you called, you could have still shared your, you could have still shared your input since you already called the station. But all the same, we will get to read your message. You can also call in, 0700 1021 1021 to share your information.
Message again.
And you can send the messages again. Okay, probably we haven't gotten the message yet. 0907 224 5018. That's the number for you to do that at. Back to the Guardian newspaper. It says, we can no longer afford further hikes in interest rates. Manufacturers warn. We can no longer afford further hikes in interest rates. Manufacturers warn. That's on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper. Nigeria's interest rate is running at a double figure of about 26.78 right now. And I've said it from the onset. There is no economy that is growing. No economy in the world that is growing that gives interest rate at double digits. There's no economy that grows. 2017, when we were still running at an 11% interest rate, double digits, I could remember how people were complaining. Like, double digits is way too much. We need to get it down. It moved to 14. People were still complaining. Now it's at 26.
I think that's why I say Nigerians are one of the most strongest people I have ever seen.
Man.
One of the most resilient people I've seen, because it is actually very difficult, and people are surviving. People are pushing it. People are trying to eat 2 meals a day.
It has to be 2 now.
It depends on how you go to do it. It's that you eat breakfast. It's that you have 011.
It becomes
or
brunch.
101.
It becomes brunch. Maybe by 12 or 1 you take it. Then you wait till about 9-10. So for it to hold you up until about 8-7 in the morning, you do not want it.
Because you need to survive. So and that amount of, I hope it doesn't increase. I hope it doesn't. I just hope that they're trying to look for how they can reduce it.
It has
and
to.
not even trying to increase it. Because when I saw it, I was alarmed. I was like, this is a lot of interest rate. This is a lot of money. What is happening in the country? What is happening? And you go to charts and you see that Nigeria's economy is still better than some other countries. Like, how are you doing this? Well, like I said, it is what it is.
Well, it is really crazy, and hopefully we come to a time where they understand that it's not all about making money into the government coffers. It's all about making sure that the life of the average Nigerian is better. Once the life of the average Nigerian is better, you will get back all your money in tax and all of that. They do pay tax. We do pay tax, for goodness sake. Indirect, direct, any way or the other, we do pay tax. You now put an interest rate at that high, and those ones still have to pay as much as millions for electricity tariff, and you wonder why salaries are not paid, and you wonder why companies are closing down. The government needs to understand that these things affect every other thing in the society. Still moving on to the other stories on the Guardian newspaper. Yusuf visits vandalized Kano High Court, says sensitive documents on Ganduje stolen. You see this Ganduje story, it's a really, really funny story. And why it's so funny, it comes in the advent of when there was an investigation, a release yesterday of one Dan Bello, who actually brought out receipts claiming allegedly that the wife of Ganduje has about 44 BVN numbers where she used actually to siphon billions of Kano treasury. He posted receipts. He posted a lot of it. 44 BVN numbers, and only for the news later that night to come out to say court documents were stolen for Ganduje in court. I do not understand. Moving on the news, moving on the headlines, and I do hope investigations are taken, because this is the second story is breaking out. It broke out the first story for the commissioner in Kano State who bought the house in Saudi Arabia close to, and it broke out this one. So
I want to say that Ganduje is like a nemesis right now.
Huge.
Because why would you have evidence like that? Like evidence, let me evidences like that, and 44 BVNs, a lot of BVNs.
Man, receipts were everywhere.
They were everywhere. The evidence is not like it was explaining too much. It doesn't have to explain.
It was just showing you receipts. Well, and you ask yourself, if he can get this receipt, definitely the EFCC can get those receipts. So
what's happening?
What's happening? Anyways, and it's not even in the country, for goodness sake. That's so if you can get all this, what's happening? I'm very sure the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission are
Definitely.
active enough to do all of that too.
Definitely.
So, party disowns Ebiseni as LP Guba candidate in Ondo State. Party disowns Ebiseni as LP Guba candidate in Ondo State. You want to find out why that is? Page 7 of the Guardian newspaper has that story. Protest. We are sitting on a time bomb. Sule tells Northern governors. Protest. We are sitting on a time bomb. Sule tells Northern governors. And finally, on the Guardian newspaper, pressure mounts on Tinubu to sack oil sector chiefs. Pressure mounts on Tinubu to sack oil sector chiefs. Page 5 of the Guardian newspaper is where you see that story. That's the much I can take on the Guardian this morning.
And quickly, I move over to the Daily Trust newspaper. Don't forget, you can call us on 0700-1021-1021 or send us your text messages or WhatsApp messages to 0907-224-5018. The major story on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper has Senators' monthly pay hits 2 billion naira. Senators' monthly pay hits 2 billion naira. And right after that particular award, each senator gets 21 million naira per month as running costs, says Kawu Sumaila. Principal officers package still unknown. Wow. Principal officers package still unknown. Adjust your earnings, giving masses realities, says Serap Yaga and Chiriz. You can read that on page 4 of the newspaper. You say this one that caught my attention was principal officers package still unknown.
Yup.
So is there a part of these? The figures we are saying.
That's for those ones. Chief Whip, Senate President, all those special ones. Those ones have their own special packages. Probably Aline Dume will tell us some stories.
Yeah.
He talks. He's back. And
Yes.
he's being considered.
We're excited because we hear some things.
But for him to be coming back, maybe hands have been shaken.
Yeah, maybe or maybe not. Maybe or maybe not.
Maybe not.
We look forward to that. We definitely look forward to that. You can read that on page 4, like I said earlier. And above that, you have hardship. Academic activities suffer as varsity students take menial jobs. Academic activities suffer as varsity students take menial jobs. That's for them to survive. The economy is hard, it's difficult, and they need that money to survive in school and cater for themselves. You can read that on page 28 of the newspaper. Why Jigawa tops in wheat sesame production, says Governor Namadi. Why Jigawa tops in wheat sesame production, says Governor Namadi. You can read that on page 5 if you're interested in that particular one. African Union appoints Pantami as co-chair of 4th Industrial Revolution Policy Council. African Union appoints Pantami as co-chair of 4th Industrial Revolution Policy Council. Farmers express concerns as drought threatens plant growth. Farmers express concerns as drought threatens plant growth. When you read things like these, and you something just be happening to you, like if you go to the market now, things will be expensive. This food stuff will be very expensive. Very expensive. With this, with that. You can read that on page 25. Is this 25 or 28 of the newspaper? Police interrogates journalists over reports on SDG office. Police interrogates journalists over reports on SDG office. Mother of 4 hit by stray bullets during protest seeks justice. Mother of 4 hit by stray bullets during protest seeks. This is very sad. I think I don't know if you remember the story. I think it's in the north. Yeah, it happened in the north. It very sad. I think there was a teenager amidst that particular 16 years old or so. Very, very, very sad. You can read that on page 3 of the newspaper. Speaker bows to pressure. Withdraws bill on new national anthem recitation. Speaker bows to pressure, withdraws bill on new national anthem recitation. You can read that on page 30. When I said yesterday,
this story is really funny.
It is funny
because the first time this story came out, I was like, oh, please. I think this is some sort of, distraction. You know why I feel so? Because that bill goes against everything that has to do with freedom of speech. It goes away with everything that has to do with it. And the moment I saw it, what came to my mind was, okay, they need to get Nigerians' attention. And maybe since he's the speaker, if it's withdrawn or maybe the House rejected it, like, oh, the House is working for us. Oh, no, this is huge. They've rejected it because they are so much interested in what Nigerians want and all of that. But my question is, why would the speaker even think of it in the first place? Why would you even conceive of that idea? It makes no sense in a democracy.
It is, and then other things to think about.
Don't you understand? Like,
there are a lot of things.
5 million fine because I didn't recite the national anthem or go to jail.
Yeah, I saw it. I was just laughing. I was like, "Are you
like,
joking?
really?
Is this the next thing?
Really? Is this the issues facing us?
Right?
Now?
Are these priorities right now? Are these what we are actually trying to solve in the country at the moment? What is going on?
Why didn't you put some sort of, Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Sugar Steven, and I'm calling from Ogun State, RSC.
Okay, good morning. Talk to us quickly.
What do you say?
I say good morning. Welcome to the show. Talk to us as quick as you can.
Yes, I've been a lover of the show. I go with your show for 6 hours, and I love your show. But sorry, I thought this actually your customer care number that I ought to call. I was one of the winners yesterday.
Okay, so you have to wait up until later on. This is a way different time for doing that. I'm sure when you keep listening, bruv, you will get to hear about the show and all of that. Then that's High Cash Splash, yes?
Yeah.
Then you will get to find out about, how you can get, if you're a winner, then I'm sure they will call you and you'll get your money. People have been winning back and forth, so you should be ready. If you are a winner, you will get called by the station and you will get your money. So back to the story of the issues, which has to do with Senator Tajuddin Abbas withdrawing the bill. It is a good thing it has been withdrawn, and we are glad it's not going to be talked about, at least for a very, very long time to come. Forever. There should be bills that are about, telling bandits to go to maybe life imprisonment if you're caught, people being affected. There's
kidnappers.
Oil theft, against oil theft. There are so many things. And the funny thing about oil theft, the moment it came to my mind, the funny thing about oil theft is that it's definitely not the ordinary Nigerians who are involved in it. And it's so sad that those ones who are in high places, who already have enough, are the same persons who are still putting us in situations where the majority of people who have less can't afford to have anything, because a few persons feel like it's their entitlement to own everything. And the world doesn't work like that. Let us enjoy a little bit. Life is share it. Let all of us. Let it touch everybody. Let this money touch everybody. Anyways, our time is fast spent this morning right here on Impact Radio 102.1 FM. It is the newspaper review where we get to talk about all of the things that made major headlines on the papers this morning. I want to say a very big thank you to everybody who have taken their time to listen to the show, to participate, send messages, try to call in. The ones who called in for the different reasons they called in, thank you so much for calling in. We are glad you are listening to the show, and we always love the fact that you keep listening and you keep participating. Until we come your way again tomorrow for another exciting edition, which happens to be the last edition of the newspaper review for this week. Stay blessed and have yourself a beautiful, beautiful Thursday ahead. My name is Uche Okorie. Bye-bye.
And my name is Oluwatomi Owoborode. The Morning Impact Show continues.
Join us Mondays to Fridays, 7:05 a.m. for newspaper reviews, headlines.